Hi, you may notice that I no longer have the beard, and you might be wondering, did that happen because you were about to blow out a birthday candle, but accidentally your beard caught on fire instead? That is what you may be thinking, but the answer to that question is no. I just felt like I needed a change. Uh, Shaving off the beard is always a transformative experience. It's a sort of male privilege that we have as men, as hard men, is that we can just shave off the beard, and it's a normal way of changing yourself to sort of go through some element of rebirth. Women don't have that because when women shave off what they can shave off, which is the top of their head, suddenly everyone thinks they're crazy. Britney Spears would not have gotten into way as much trouble as she went through if she had shaved off her beard instead of her head. And then I have this on here. It says 50% off because I'm still feeling a bit off, as I mentioned on the Portable Pig episode in Friday. About that, I'm gonna retire the Portable Pig. I'm gonna not do series, 3 episodes a week. I'm gonna do two. I'm gonna do the art one, and I'm gonna do this one about cats because it's gonna give me more time to work on those episodes, and so more time to work on my art. Um, it's a hard decision, and I know you're all very fond of the Portable Pig, and I am fond of the Portable Pig too. But sometimes you have to save your energies to make it more potent. I feel as if a smaller dose of me a week is gonna make me stronger. But we're gonna talk about a cat this week, and this is gonna be the last cat for a while, and then I'm gonna show you other stuff. I'm still gonna call the series Fred Shows You a Cat, because that's the name of the series. It's not necessarily the name, or it's not necessarily I'm gonna show you a cat every week. It's just the series is called Fred Shows You a Cat. And then on that series called Fred Shows You a Cat, Fred will show you some artwork he's made or he's working on. It's not that complicated. It makes perfect sense. And let's just go with the theme tune now. I hope you like me in a mustache. The reason why I didn't shave the mustache off is because I don't recognize myself anymore without a mustache. I've had a mustache for, I mean, it would have been like as soon as I started being able to grow facial hair, I've had some facial hair going, and the mustache, even though it wasn't this beautiful at the start, it is this beautiful now. And I think you would understand me. They're like, it's a shame to cut this thing off. It's a blonde mustache too, but it's a thick blonde mustache, which I feel as if I have a responsibility as a blonde man who can grow quite thick facial hair to keep going. The one thing that I do regret is the fact that you can see my rather pronounced double chin at this point, which tends to be covered up with the beard. That's why men grow beard. No man has ever grown a beard without having in mind that I'm gonna cover up my double chin. That's the only purpose for why men grow beards. But sometimes you just need to let your face breathe, and that's what I've done now. I'm still feeling a little bit. I'm not in my best spirits, I have to admit. But it's gonna be fine. You know, these things comes and goes. And today's cat is actually quite fittingly as a he's a paranoid cat. I was gonna call him Paranoid Pete, but I thought that name was too obvious, so I changed it to Paranoid Pietro. His name is Pietro. Pietro. He could also be Paranoid Pedro. Pedro. But he is named Pietro. I think that adds a little bit of a Eastern European spice. That's nice. He is holding a knife. This is Paranoid Pietro. As you can see, he is quite wide-eyed. That's the knife he's holding. He heard a sound in the middle of the night. So he went out to explore that sound. But with the knife in his hand, it turns out it was just, the plumbing. Or it's an old house, creaking doorways, whatnot. Nothing to worry about, but it certainly has taken a toll on his mental health. All of this kind of hyper alert all the time. And he's not truly paranoid because he doesn't actually believe it. I once referred to myself to my therapist as feeling paranoid, and I have to be clear that I'm not actually paranoid. I don't actually believe that people are being able to read my mind, but it feels like they are. And when I see a stranger in the streets, I can't help but feel like I'm too worried about what they might be thinking about me. But that was when I was at my most depressed, which it's not now. Still, I don't like strangers. I don't like passing by strangers on the street when I'm walking. I don't know what to do. Am I supposed to say hi? Am I supposed to do eye contact with them? They're strangers. I don't care about them. But, I'm supposed to be, friendly human like them. But I don't feel like I'm a friendly human. And I don't feel like I'm one of them. So that's my dilemma. Anyway, today's cat, Pietro. I guess he's this week's cat. This is Pietro. Next time I'm gonna show you all stuff I made. Because that's fun. You get to know me better. Get to know me, man. Boop.